that hopefully takes some of the hits off of him. I mean, but that's the nature of the position too. You know, there's going to be hits that go along with that position. So,
how much does it help that when Matt's in, there's a threat of throwing it to him and the threat of running with him? You know, sometimes I'm not saying all teams, but some teams, they'll have a running back in there, and you know that that team doesn't throw the ball to that back. You guys clearly will throw the ball to Matt.
You know, obviously Matt's gotten a lot of publicity about his ability to receive the ball, but at the same token, you know, Shad has caught a lot of balls too in his time. So I don't think we're showing our hand, you know, as an offense. Matt's in the game, it's a higher tendency to throw the ball to the running back because all of our guys can catch the ball. But Matt does bring a little bit more added dimension to it. Obviously, he's shown the capability to make big plays when catching the ball and those type of things. So we're just going to run our offense, and whatever back's in the game, it doesn't change anything we do. And we know that all those guys can execute what we want to get done.
Which position group does Jalen Samuels meet with?
He meets with the tight ends, running and fullbacks.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because he could do.
He's a versatile player. You know, we ask him to do a lot. He lines up as a wide receiver. You know, he's in the backfield. He's a tight end. You know, he plays all the special teams. He's a very versatile guy.
Does that change anything with him in the sense of, you know, he was doing a little bit of everything, but obviously he scored 4 touchdowns running the ball. You know, and I don't know how much of that is partly because he can do so much, and how much of that is because Shad was out. You know,
he's a guy that you want to have touch the ball, and that's why Matt Keller's offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
he controls all that. I'm just a running backs coach, and getting my guys in the game, and who touches it, it's all dependent upon their play during practice, what they've done all preseason camp to show that they're trustworthy, reliable guys who consistently make plays. And I'm concerned about his running backs.
It's part of the reliable part, you know, Shad getting hit, you know, not fumbling, you know, taking those first hits. I mean, there's something to be said about that, you know, playing you talk about easing him in, you know, I mean, to get hit.
The easing part is because Shad is such an ultra competitor, you know, he's going to be full speed ahead. And he wants to make up for lost time, obviously, as any competitor does in his senior year. You know, he wants to help us continue our momentum of winning. But he just has to be under control again and not try to force the issue in the game. Just let it come to you and let your natural instincts take over and go from there. You know, in regards to the hits, we had a pretty physical preseason camp, particularly with the running backs. He took a lot of hits and those type of things. So I'm not overly concerned with that in regards to him. He's logged a lot of reps, logged a lot of plays. I mean, he's been hit before, so we should be all right.
Do you think the competitive part of him also took very strong note of what Matt did with him out?
Yeah, he sees it. I mean, those guys work well together. I mean, Shad's cheering Matt on the sideline. They're communicating with each other. You know, if Shad had a run and Matt seen something, hey man, I think you might have missed the cut or something. They talk all the time. That's the beauty of the running back room. You know, it's great communication amongst the guys because overall we know we want to impact the team. It's not about I'm getting my carries or Shad get his carries. It's about what are we doing collectively as a group to help our offense win. So.
What's Shad been like on the sidelines during the game and practice the past 2 weeks?
Oh, he's been good. I mean, he's been like an assistant coach. You know, when we had Reggie playing in the game or DeQuay, even Matt, like I said, going back to just being another set of eyes on that sideline and seeing how things are going in the game, you know, communicating. He even had Johnny Frazier standing beside him just telling him, here's the play call. You know, all right, this is what's probably going to happen. This is what you need to be looking at. So that's been good for Shad, just mentally being in tune to what's going on, but also for those other guys.
Could there be a Coach Thornton in the future?
I don't know what he wants to do in the future, you know, with that. So, yeah.